I am the Dadcrafter, and this is the Chest Cavity Mod Challenge. This is a remix of live stream number 7, and we are going to go ahead and build us an iron farm. But that is far from the only thing we'll do today. We're going to open some mobs.
You are kidding me. You can open a bat? That's insane. I did not think that was possible.
We'll get in some epic mob battles and try to do more damage to them than to ourselves.
Almost just opened myself to death there.
We'll have a little fun with our old friend, Mr. Creeper.
Sorry, buddy. You don't get to blow up. Look at that creeper. Gotcha.
There'll be moments of excitement, like when our iron farm kicks into action.
Look at that. That was like seconds of opening up that zombie that we got the first iron golem. Our iron farm is officially functional.
And there will be moments of absolute Dadcrafter chaos.
Oh, shoot. Well, that's not what I wanted to do.
So grab a snack, sit back and relax, and enjoy episode number 7 of the Chest Cavity Mod Challenge,
where we're going to start working on breeding those villagers so that we can get a couple extra villagers and go ahead and start us up an iron farm. That's our goal for today. Our goal for today is to get an iron farm. So I just want to check here. We've got the villagers, we've got the beds. We should have everything that we need for these villagers to start breeding. And once they do, we'll get some additional villagers and we'll be able to use them to build up an iron farm. Now, for this iron farm, we're going to need a zombie, and I hear a zombie. I don't know where he's hanging out at, but I'd love to capture him and be one step closer to ready to go. But we gotta figure out where that guy's at. Is he underground somewhere? Otherwise, we can always find another one later. It's not like not like a get it now or don't have it kind of thing. Just the fact that I could hear him made me think he's got to be around here somewhere. I need to also do one other thing on the stream today, which is, let's knock that out right now. Cody was nice enough to provide me with a new Dadcrafter avatar, and we need to go ahead and recognize him with a sign. Throw that bad boy right about here. And let's see, thanks, Cody. Let's make sure we get this right. I guess it's all lowercase. Dot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 37. Oh, I gotta go new line. It's too long, Cody. Cody dot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 37 for the new what do we call that? Is that a profile picture? New YouTube picture. We'll go with that. So Cody HHHHH37, thank you very much for the Dadcrafter YouTube picture. If you check out the channel, it is live on the channel now, as is the image for this live stream. Now features that new hand-drawn, true artist created image. No more AI here on the channel. Wonder, do I need to throw some food at these guys? What's the deal here? Maybe we'll just bone meal their food and see how that works. You know, that's true. It could be below. Yeah, usually the subtitles give me a pretty good indication of where stuff's coming from. But now I don't hear it at all. There we go. Got our first excess villager created. So we're cooking.
With our first baby villager in hand, we're now one step closer to being ready to build our iron farm. But we still need a few more beds, which means it's a great time to test out our Spider Dad capabilities.
Am I still Spider Dad here? Let's see, I think so. Was that U or O? Forget which button it is that I got that set to. Let's see, should be you. So if I've got that in, you should be doing it. So I must not have it in right now. Just was thinking that creating string would be useful. You know, Spider Dad can't do a whole lot, but he can make string. So we may as well. Yeah, I do not have it in right now. Where did I put that thing? Where is my silk gland? There's a silk gland. Only compatible with spider. That's probably why I didn't leave it in. Let's go ahead and pop that bad boy in, because one of the things that we need for our iron farm is we need wool beds. So we're going to need some extra wool. So we'll need as much string here as we can get, so we can go ahead and create some wool, and we'll use that to create some beds. Get us up to there. 19. Oh, we got to get this thing out because it's killing us. All right. We'll go with that. We'll get some food in us. We'll craft up some extra beds. So, get as much wool as we can. One string short, huh? We got one right there. Perfect. Alright, so that gives us enough wool for, oh, there's some more, for a couple of beds here. We need 3 beds. That gives us enough for 2. I think we've got enough excess sheep that we can get the 3rd if we need it.
With 2 of the beds we need in hand, we are now ready to go ahead and figure out where the heck that noise has been coming from. That's right, we've got a zombie, a skeleton that we just keep hearing, but we can't quite figure out where they are.
If we go up, what will we find? Oh, look at this. There it is. There's the cave. Alright, we found our cave with our zombie and our skeleton. Let's let them fight it out here for a second. That is a lot of mobs. That is a lot of mobs. Oh boy. And our sword just broke. Almost chest opened myself to death there. Gonna need to take this one a little careful. There we go. Alright. Was trying to take his heart out and then remembered he doesn't have a heart to steal. So all I could steal was his spine, which doesn't do you a whole lot of good. Let's get ourselves healed back up a little bit, and then we'll go back after these guys. We'll use our axe as our attack. Alright. What's going on up here? Is it just a cave, or is there some kind of spawner up here? Seems like a lot of mobs for just a regular old cave. Just a cave. Yeah, I need some new armor. You are right about that. No, it's just a cave. Opening up a bat, I can say, is almost certainly not going to happen. Let's see. No, that was me. Come on, hold still. You are kidding me. You can open a bat? That's insane. I did not think that was possible. Small animal everything, and it's only compatible with the bat. That's too funny. Like a rabbit, when you try to open it, it just dies. Like it doesn't have enough life to be opened. But the bat, you absolutely can open up. I am amazed. I did not think that they would be... Yeah, and the fish too. That's right, Tup Pup. The fish were the same way. But a bat, you can open up a bat. Let's see. We'll take some muscle and see what you get when you craft up small animal muscle. Alright, well this cave is now lit up, so we shouldn't deal with hearing mobs in there anymore. Armor. We're going to try to see what we get from this. Nothing? Interesting. I thought for sure the small animal muscle would still make like sliced meat or whatever. But apparently you get nothing. Oh no, there we go. Raw butchered meat. Okay. You just need to have enough of it in here. Was it always 6? I don't think it was. So I think because it's small, you need more of it. Oh, shoot. More. Wow. What am I doing wrong here? There we go. Alright, so yeah, you don't get as much out of it. Baseline amount of health that a mob needs to open, and it's the 3 hearts. That makes sense. So does a bat actually have more health than a fish or a rabbit, for that matter? Because I guess that would kind of seem to be the case. Yeah, well, because we know that the chest opener does, I think it's 2 hearts worth of damage. At least that's what it does to me every time I open up. So you kind of, the logic would say if you have less than that in hearts, that you're not going to survive having your chest open. Figure out where we want to put our iron farm. And I'm thinking you want it somewhere that you can spawn proof pretty easily. So like an open space tends to be easiest. So maybe sorry buddy, you don't get to blow up. Look at that creeper. Gotcha. Right, so we'll go over here, and I think what we'll do, let's see, because we don't want there to be places down below it to spawn. What we should do is we should make some, yeah, I feel a lot better about the creepers now that I know how to so easily disarm them. It just feels like they're not nearly the threat that they once were. Alright, so we're going to go over here, and we're going to build our farm like over the water over here. So we're going to do, we want bottom slabs so that they're not spawnable. And we're just going to start with a little platform of these. So the whole idea for an iron farm is you need an area around it that stuff cannot spawn. So that way your iron golems always spawn where you want them to and not where you don't want them to. So that's like a key factor.
Spawn proofing is absolutely a key factor in building an iron farm, and as you'll see here, we're going to continue to build out the base of our farm using these bottom slabs so that we don't have to worry about golems spawning in the wrong place within the confines of our farm. But as you'll see, spawn proofing is going to be an ongoing challenge for us here on the iron
Zombie
farm.
will go there, villagers will go here, they'll see the zombie there, that'll spook them, and then they'll build up on top of it is where they will build their iron golems. No, so these ones over here, or sorry, this over here, that's the chest cavity opener, or the chest opener tool. So that lets me open up mobs' chests to steal the things that they have inside. It's kind of a fun play on traditional Minecraft, if you ask me. So we'll close this all the way off for now. So the next thing we need to do is convince our villagers to go to those beds, which is a little far, so I don't know that they will, but I think we can figure this out. So let's go ahead here real quick. We need some more torches because we don't want mobs to get in the way of this. I guess we'll showcase this mod real quick for you. So normally a creeper, very much something you got to worry about, but we just stole his appendix, so now he can't blow up. So we can hang out by this creeper all we want, and he is no longer a threat in any form or fashion because he cannot explode. See? He's trying to explode. I got nervous there for a second. He's trying to explode, but he can't. And right now, if I take his heart out, he's actually going to just die. So, yeah, the mob has to have low enough health in order to be opened up. You can't just open them up otherwise. But yeah, creepers are no longer always a threat. They definitely want to be a threat, but you have the ability to completely, diffuse them, if you will. Oh boy. Why do we need... I was happy that it was night, and then now we got a thunderstorm, so I'm not so happy that it's night. I don't really want a thunderstorm.
That's right. Night's a great time to transport villagers because they will track towards an open bed, but a thunderstorm? Not quite what I was hoping for.
Why do I hear a zombie villager? Really? That's actually not a bad thing. A zombie villager would be perfect for my build here. Just need to give him a way to get up here. Oh, gosh. That's not perfect. Does that mean that my villagers got zombified? Because if that's the case, I'm going to be really pissed. Because that's, like, the fact that there's a baby zombie villager makes me really nervous. Okay, no. My guys are safe. That's just a random baby zombie villager? Yeah, okay, cool. I was a little worried. Whew. Alright, let's see. Yeah. Lightning is definitely not making this less stressful. That's a fair statement. I don't know where these random zombie villagers came from. But let's go ahead. Let's see if we can't get this guy down here a path upward. Come on. Come on. I guess we could take this guy. Doesn't really matter who we get. We just need somebody to come play with us. Alright. So now he's in the boat, which means that we can go ahead and seal him off.
With the zombie now securely trapped within the confines of the farm, it's time to start bringing in the villagers.
Let's go ahead and try stealing their beds and seeing if they will behave. Oh, not what I meant to do. Oh boy. So that's the easiest way to deal with him. He's now heartless. Now where'd my villagers go? Where did my villager go? There he is. Alright, buddy, come on, this way. This way. There's a bed over here for you. Come on. Come on, this way. This might have been a terrible idea. Alright, let's try this method. I don't know where the baby went. But we gotta kind of... Come on, buddy. Child villager's gone? Yeah. Very possibly.
Villager transportation definitely is more of an art than a science, but the good news is it tends to be easy enough. If you just move their beds around, they will track towards the open.
Yeah, they tend to make their way to the beds pretty easily. So boom, just like that, we've got 2 of our villagers. We just need 1 more.
With the zombie and the first 2 villagers in place, our farm is almost ready to rock.
Now we can see. So we got 2/3, well, 3/4 of what we need now for our iron farm. Because we've got our zombie and we've got our 2 villagers. We just need a 3rd villager. So we need these guys to breed us up 1 more. And then once we get that last villager, we'll have to wait till night. Because if we open up the farm during the day, the villagers inside of it will run out of it. So we can finish the build, but we can't quite finish the build yet. Alright, so next thing we want is off of here is where our iron golem spawn is going to be. So this is what we want the golem to spawn on. For right now I just need a way up there. And then we'll spawn proof everything else. Curse Forge, Untitled L3T. There's a website called Curse Forge where you can download this mod. And that is where I got it from. And we actually had the honor on our last stream. The creator of the mod randomly decided to join the chat. And that was really cool. So we had a chance to chat with him a little bit. Let's see here. So now we got that. We want him to spawn over here. So we put that there. Do this. Yeah, I've never really done much with mods either. This is kind of a first for me. My kids were the ones who talked me into giving this a try. Just trying to kind of build a farm here from memory of some designs that work. Yeah, the mods do tend to take a little extra. RLCraft is on CurseForge also. Okay. Well, that means I shouldn't have too much trouble figuring it out then. If I was able to figure this one out, I'm sure I can figure that one out too. That lone zombie under the farmer? Where's there a zombie under the farmer? Did I? How would you explain it to your dad? Well, you just tell him that there's this really cool dad on YouTube playing a mod where you rip organs out of mobs. And yeah, I mean that should be good enough for most dads. Like, hey, one dad's doing it, it must be totally kosher. The way my kids explained it to me was, Dad, there's this really cool mod where you open up the chest cavity of different mobs and steal things from them. To which I said, what? There's a mod where you do what? And it took a little explaining before I really understood what they were talking about. And it honestly wasn't until I played it that I fully understood what they were talking about. But my son loves to find stuff on YouTube and then tell me about it. So that's kind of how I got here. Yeah, pretty much. Organ Thief Tycoon is a good way to describe it.
Thinking back, it's hard to believe there was ever a time that I had no idea what this mod was, when here I sit today and I've played enough of it that I almost feel like I could put together a how-to guide for someone else to follow.
Like that. And then we need one over here. Like this. So we're building basically an area for the golem to spawn. So we want him to spawn in here. Need to drop some water just to see if I got the distance right. Just always easier to work with a farm than not a farm, if you ask me. I don't like to just spend all my time mining for iron or, whatever else. I'd rather farm it like this. Okay, cool. So we were one longer than we need. Grand Theft Organ. That's a good way to put it. This is essentially Grand Theft Organ. So now, when our golem spawns, he'll spawn up here, and the water will push him over the edge. And then we just need a kill chamber, which generally lava works better, but I found that in my Skyblock world that fire, what do they call them? Campfires worked really well, so I might go with campfires just because. So let's see, we need to finish making sure that this is all spawn proof because it's not currently.
Like I said, spawn proofing is going to be an ongoing challenge with this iron farm, but we've made great progress. We've got all the key pieces in place, so now it's time to go around and do our best to spawn proof the area around the farm.
Then we can go ahead and craft up our campfires because we're going to need 6 of those. Let's see. What's the recipe for a campfire? I don't remember. Sticks is what I'm missing. All right. a few more logs. All right, let's go. So what we need here now is we need to coax a villager over. That's all right. We got that villager waiting over here. Oh, we got two of them. All right. Let's see. Let's see if he'll find his own way there. Oh boy. You're not what we want. Come on, villager, it's safe. Come on, buddy. Yeah, there you go. Find your way all the way over there. Perfect. And boom. Just like that, we've got our 3 villagers. Just need a little more stone. So just like that, we've got everything we need for our iron farm to function. We just need to add the campfires. Alright, so let's see. So we've got... Now this is where our golem is going to drop down to. So he's going to come down there. So we need some more fences. We want him to ultimately get trapped in here. So let's see. Same thing over here. So boom, just like that. Now we've got a spot where our golem will get trapped. So he'll flow over here, he'll fall there, and then ultimately I can really just walk in here and get the iron. That's actually pretty much perfect. So the last piece of this is that I need another slab so I can get where I need to be. Now what I need to have happen or not have happen, because what happened to me in my sky block was as soon as I opened this wall up, one of the villagers jumped in the boat. And I don't want that to happen. There we go. I can already hear the first iron golem. Boom. So we are cooking with gas. Look at this already. Look at that. That was like seconds of opening up that zombie that we got the first iron golem. Our iron farm is officially functional. That was awesome. Like, I didn't expect it to kick in quite that fast. So this is the concept. You had 3 villagers where they can be scared by a zombie. Will create an iron golem. And if you set it up so that the iron golem only has one place to spawn, which is in that water column, it'll push them right into your kill chamber. Campfires take a minute, like they don't kill him instantly, as you can see. But once he dies, he will drop us iron, and then we can eventually use that iron to build a hopper system to collect the iron. And it looks like we even have enough now that we can probably start building it. And then this becomes like a super effective, just always on kind of farm. I actually didn't think it would work until that villager became an adult. So that's incredible that it worked while he was a baby. I don't think I need to close that off. I don't think I need to do anything else. If it's working, I should probably just say if it's working, go with it. So we'll go ahead and close that off. Just protect our zombie. Yeah, Minecraft music for the win always, right? I mean, it seems like it's always pretty consistently what it is. I'm not sure what to say about it beyond that. So there. So now the iron will flow into those chests. If I really needed the back chest, but it doesn't hurt anything to have it. But what I don't understand is why we're not getting more golems. So we'll have to see. What is the reason for that? Let's get our fences out here. So they can definitely see the zombie, because they can see him through that fence. Now, I've had good luck with fences, so I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue is that it's a baby villager still in there. Is it not? No, they're all fully grown, but they're not being scared of him. All right. So let's see. What do we need to do here? Is a golem underwater? I don't think he'll spawn down in the water. Let's take a look. That's the other thing. Is right. He could be just spawning in the wrong spot. Generally, one zombie is plenty, so I don't think that's the issue. Let's see. We'll figure this out. I think the issue is the visibility of the zombie. So they need to be able to see him enough to be scared of him. And I think the problem is they're not. So let's try opening up the lower section here. See how they're sleeping? They shouldn't be able to sleep. They should be too scared to sleep. So that's the problem. They should not... Oh, he is still a baby. Okay. So they should be too scared to sleep. No, if I break the boat, the zombie will despawn. So that's one problem. I can't break the boat. They were scared of him at one point. Interesting. What is going on that these guys are not seeing this zombie? You still don't see him, huh? Is it because of this block? Let's try that. Try going up a block. No, still not seeing him, huh? How do you not see that guy? Interesting. Well, let's see. We can drop something for the zombie to hold. That's another option. Let's see. What will he hold? He would hold rotten flesh, I know. Would he hold a shovel? Let's see. I think he'll hold a shovel. No, he did not want to hold the shovel. But he's still not waking them up. That's ridiculous. Let's see. Maybe if I break that block. There we go. That got their attention. Okay. So now they see him. But now that zombie is going to despawn on me, so I got to get him holding something. Will he hold a baked potato? No. Can I? Oh, shoot. Hello. So there goes what I was talking about. If you don't spawn proof properly, you will get random iron golems where you don't want them. And that is very much what just happened. So we need to spawn proof underneath there. We need to get our zombie into a boat. There we go. So now he's in the boat. Alright. So, Mr. Iron Golem, go take care of that zombie. Don't worry about this one. That one's not your problem. Alright. So I think we're pretty much working now. We just need to... Problem is, we've got an iron golem where we don't want an iron golem. So we need to deal with that. I am not the best at killing iron golems without getting killed. Otherwise, I would just do that. Let's try this. Is that a pufferfish? It is a pufferfish. Of course, I don't even have a sword on me. You know what I do have? Yep, I'm aware of the pillaring up trick. I'm just not very good at it. A lot of times he catches me before I can get up on my pillar, but just where he's located is mostly what has me worried about trying to take that approach. Oh, you know what? That reminds me. We want to actually open up an iron golem. So this might be our perfect opportunity to get inside of this iron golem. Because I think, will he stay right there? Oh, no, he's going to come at me. Right, well now he's down in the water. Let's do two things. Is he still mad at me, you think? Let's go ahead and find out. Alright. Let's get some air. Yeah, I want to steal his muscles. That's exactly what I'm going for here. I don't know if this is the smartest way to go about it. Nope, that's me. Yeah, this definitely does not feel like the smartest way. We're going to have plenty of iron golems that are like half dead on a campfire where they can't hurt us. So we'll just worry about one of them as being our victim. No, he spawned up here on this platform. Was there two underwater? Did I miss that there was another one underwater? I'll have to go back down there. Oh, jeez. So there was. Okay. So, yeah. If that's the case, then we got a lot of spawn proofing we need to do. There's one. There's two. You're right. Oh, boy. Okay. So, do we think he spawned underwater? Or do we think he spawned on the edge and then went into the water? Where do we think he spawned? Yeah, I don't think he spawned underwater. I think he just ended up underwater. Oh, shoot. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. That wasn't what I wanted to do at all. Good news is all my stuff seems to have floated up to the surface. So we'll go ahead and get all our stuff back here first. And then we'll go back to messing with that golem. Yeah, I'm guessing it was the ledge. I'm guessing he spawned on the ledge somewhere. That dolphin just gave us a nice little push. Alright, let's see here. We have a problem. Because most of the ledges are spawn-proofed already. So unless it was like over here, but still then, how did he end up in the water? So let's try getting all of these. I don't think he's... Oh, you know what? He could have spawned right here. They can spawn on little edges with one block of water above them. Okay. So it's possible that that's where he spawned. Interesting. Alright, well we've got some spawn proofing to do. The good news is, functionally, we've built an iron farm. The bad news is, we've built it in a place that is less spawn proof than I had thought. Because I thought that I had this place pretty well spawn proofed. There's one on the edge to the left where you built out to get the golem. So yeah, right here is one. Over here, obviously, would be an area to worry about. Alright, that's semantics now. Yes, it is more of an iron golem farm than an iron farm. That's fair. You know, you have to actually be catching the iron to call it an iron farm, I suppose. Do you think that guy is hurt enough yet to get chest opened? Let's give it a try. Oh, we got him. We got him. He's going to kill me, but he can't move. Oh no, I'm going to drown. Whew. All right, well, that was awesome. So we did get the iron muscles. We almost got ourselves killed in the process, but let's go home and take a look at what we just got from that iron golem. I am short on time, and I'd love to be able to say that I got myself something out of this adventure. So let's see. Gotta heal up a little bit here. We grabbed a inner furnace. We grabbed a golem cable. Okay. We grabbed a golem core. Nearly dead is not the same as dead, I will agree. And we got the piston muscle. Now it's only compatible with the iron golem, so we're not going to be able to use it long term, but once we heal up a little bit here, we can see what that does. We might have to test it out on a cow. So let's see here. If we go ahead and put that in, oh yeah, you could see that muscle boost. Look at that. We got some. Let's see. We hit this cow. Not sure if that really sent him flying or not, but something tells me this is another keybind kind of situation where we're going to need to do something. I ate a raw butchered meat, which is probably made from pig muscle or something like that, so not entirely accurate or inaccurate there. But okay, so today we built a iron golem farm. We'll call it what it is. It is producing iron golems. They're not being quite captured into the farm to where we can call it an iron farm. So we'll be honest with ourselves here. We've built the farm, but it's got some work to be done. We did manage to harvest one iron golem and get some, what is that? The piston muscle. We got to figure out exactly how to use it still. We also grabbed his spine, his heart, and whatever his inner furnace is. So we've got some pieces and parts to play around with. No, I like to craft my raw organs into raw meat slices before I eat them. But we're making progress here. We've got a successfully working villager breeder. We've got a iron golem farm. We've got our mob grinder up there that we used a little bit, but not a ton. We've got our access to the nether. We're making some progress here. The next step is going to be to actually get enough iron to make all sorts of iron tools, armor, all that good stuff. We've got the diamonds to make an enchanting table, so I think we'll start working towards that as well too. And once we do that, I think the next step is going to be to start thinking about getting ourselves to that ender dragon. So a lot of good progress made today, a lot more to come.
Well, there you have it. We've got our iron golem farm up and running. We'll spend some time in our next episode perfecting the farm so that it becomes an iron farm and not just an iron golem farm. If you want to check out more content, be sure to check out the full live stream of this episode, as well as all of the live streamed and remixed episodes of the Chest Cavity Mod Challenge over on the Dadcrafter's YouTube channel. I am the Dadcrafter, and I'll catch you on the next episode.